Hello, welcome to or back to my channel, as people seem to say these days, or as I used to say. Hi, Kelly Bear here. I haven't said that for a while because I haven't pre-recorded a video for a while because I'm lazy. Because Panini, like, who cares? Let's just go live. Yesterday I went live, an impromptu live, as I want to do lately, and I realised at the end that it was like, oh yeah, I was going to do a wee walkthrough of the Squidcake Marseille, which was very kindly gifted to me by Rosemary over at Good Journeys Tarot. Oh my God! Fuck! Sorry, I'm sorry, Rosemary. I was eating my lunch, Rosemary, and I was watching your video. I haven't finished it. I'm 14 minutes and 20 seconds in. I'm just jumping back into my YouTube to say the cards that don't work for me. But I'd finished my lunch, so I thought I'm going to go live before it gets a bit too late in the day, and then I'm going to finish watching that. But I'm really enjoying it. And really salient points. You've just been speaking about the chariot, the horses all being replaced by motorbikes in the court cards, in the knights, and talking about the chariot and stuff, and the sort of the way that there's only one card with Egyptian imagery in, or mythology in, and yeah, that I find those cards jarring as well. So that was interesting. I've just enjoyed listening to your thoughts about that. So I'm looking forward to finishing that video. Hi Chris, you right? And hello Jamie. Yes, Squidcake Marseille. So full disclosure, this was sent to me by Rosemary. Complete surprise. It turned up a couple of weeks ago. Out of the blue, made me ugly cry because it was so unexpected and such a sweet gesture. Because I've been having a rough time, not gonna lie, and it just really just made my week. It was very sweet. So I've seen flip through a couple of, I think I've seen a couple of flip throughs of this, or I've seen people using it. Quite a few people that I follow on Instagram use this deck, so I've seen quite a lot of the cards, and I've seen the images that Jess has shared. Jess Roller over at Coffee with the Fool. Jess is also the creator of the Monster Lenormand, which I have, and the Weird Lenormand, which I don't have. But I really love Jess's artwork. I have one of Jess's tarot bags, drawstring bags. I'm just a big Jess Roller fan. I always have been. I think she's awesome. She's got a blog and everything. So I will link all of that information at the bottom of in the description box at the end of this video, just so for those of you that want to order the deck, or you want to check out Jess's blog or Instagram or anything like that, I highly recommend that you do. If you want to buy a bag from her, she does little spread cloth, she does Lenormand pouches, just all sorts of good stuff. So yeah, much love to her for her stuff. We've got Jen's popped in. Jen, now, come on, this is even later than yesterday. It must be like so late for you. Oh my goodness. Kaz, hello Kaz. So yes, so this was sent to me by Rosemary. Some really awesome butterfly stickers. Oh, actually, I've got them just here. I love butterflies. I actually have butterfly the first tattoos I ever got, the first 3 tattoos I ever got were butterflies, and I really like it's Rosemary's card. I will remember to link Rosemary's channel below as well. But look at these beautiful stickers and a lovely letter, which was just so incredibly sweet and just very much appreciated. I don't know what I do to be gifted such lovely things. Because I don't feel like I deserve it, but it's very sweet. And Alora's popped in, Aquamarine 18. Hello. So I had a very brief look through. You know, when you just like get the deck and you're like, oh yeah, you're sort of doing this. But I didn't properly look through it, and I haven't shuffled it. I've been holding on because I wanted to do a walkthrough. And then I ended up doing a walkthrough of the Moon Baby Tarot because the box turned up. It was delivered last Thursday, a week ago today, and I thought it was going to turn up at the weekend. I thought it was going to arrive on Saturday, and I was like, well, I'll do an unboxing. I'll properly film, pre-record, and everything. But it turned up earlier than I expected, so I was just like, let me at it. So then this took a back seat, unfortunately. But Katie's here again. Oh my God. Katie, I finally got around to watching your video about the how to make an unboxing video, because I'd seen Tom Benjamin mention it in one of his. I was like, I must go check it out. Oh my God, it made me laugh so much. I made my husband watch it as well, and he really liked it, and he never watches unboxing videos. It's the same one, just ignore. Hello, Diane. You all right, my dear? So some people like obviously have nothing better to do with their time. Like, it's really weird, like that's what you choose to do with your precious time on this earth. It's kind of like sad, really, and but also kind of funny. Like, okay, you do you, boo. Yeah, it was just so funny, especially when you did, Katie, when you grabbed the Rider-Waite-Smith card and you went, oh, it's the same size as the standard Rider-Waite-Smith, and I pissed myself laughing because when I was unboxing the Moon Baby Tarot last week, I was going, oh, I think it's a bit smaller than a standard tarot deck, because I don't know, I feel like I can get my hands around it quite easily. And then I went and grabbed my Centennial Smithwaite, and then I was like, no, it's exactly the same size. I'm wrong. Which I'm, probably wrong about a lot of things. Anyway, so let me just see. I'm just going to do a little bit of what's the word? Housekeeping. Hold on a second. El segundo. No, segundo means second, as in second place. My channel. I'm just going into my. I'm going to have to just quickly put that on silencio. Let's see what we can do. My first unboxing I ever saw Katie's. First unboxing I did after I saw Katie's video. I couldn't stop laughing at myself throughout. Always knocks the box, right? Like, it's a nice and solid. That, yeah. But that's what we like, right? It's a thing. So I don't know. Jen says, right, Chris, I mean, really, you think a person could be more right, yeah, some people just, hello, Pamela. I'll just see if I missed any messages or anyone coming in. I think I've spotted everyone that's come in. It's a fair few of you, which is awesome. So comes in a nice sturdy box. It's got the name of it on the back. That's the front, which is also the artwork that's on the back. Oh my God, it's the weird opposite way round bloody StreamYard thing where it just twists my melon. And yeah, hang on. The magnetic thing, because I always do that with the. Because it's so satisfying. I don't know. It's just fun. Drives my. I don't know what HSP is, Scott. I loved it. Time-stamped box knock and bend the card as a tribute. Yeah. Amazing. So yeah, we're just going to have a little gander at this deck. I'm going to just wet my whistle. Minty fresh. And then we're going to get stuck in. Where did Nancy pop in? Someone said, hello, Nancy. Where's Nancy? Where are you, Nancy? I can't see you. Oh, there you are. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, says Nancy. Hi. Oh, highly sensitive person. Oh, of course, yes, I have heard that before. I hadn't seen it abbreviated. Apologies. Yeah, the ADHD thing, though. Ugh, relatable. So that's the back, and Rosemary edged it in this really lovely soft blue, which sort of echoes the blue in the back. Thank you. I made these. I sell these in my shop. Shameless self-plug. But I legit love spooky stuff, and it's basically spooky season because it's September. So I mean, I was also wearing these in like May, so but you know what I mean, like I get a little extra spooky in the autumn because Halloween. Although yes, spooky season is in the spring in Australia, obviously. So yes, let's get stuck in. I've also pulled out my favorite, like it's not standard, classic Marseille, which is the one that I use for like my Marseille study, or if I just want like a standard Marseille deck. And it's a vintage copy. Got the Riffle shuffler's bow. Sorry, not sorry. With the plaid back. And it's the Tarot Classic by AGM. This is a 1972 copy, I think, 1973. So it's almost 50 years old. But when I got it, I can't remember if it was still wrapped. No, it wasn't still wrapped. It said very minimal use. I think the person who sold it to me had it in a drawer for like decades and then just thought, oh, I'll just get rid of it. Or someone had it in a drawer for decades and they were just selling it on. So I only paid like 10 or 11 pounds for it. It wasn't very expensive. But that's my favorite. It's got such lovely colors. But this isn't about that. But I've got that to compare cards to, should we want to. So should we get stuck in? So we've got Limat. And you can see that this, instead of a dog, we've got someone looking with a tentacle. Now, if you don't know Jess Roller's work, this may not make as much sense, but Jess Roller, she does portraits and stuff like that. And actually what was really funny is I was saying that the Moon Baby Tarot and the Squidcake Marseille look like they were made to go together. They pair, the colouring is just perfect. And the funny thing is, Brant on Instagram and possibly on his YouTube channel, I'm not sure, his profile picture is a portrait done by Jess. So it's just perfect. Hi, Candy, you're right. And yeah, so Jess's first deck was the Monster Lenormand. It was a black and white Lenormand. And it's obviously got loads of monsters in it and like tentacles and spoopy stuff. It's really, really fun. It's really, really cute. So that continues over into a lot of Jess's artwork. It's spoopy, it's fun, it's quirky, it's cute. So yeah, and oh God, get on with it though, right? I just wanted to show that it is the exact same size as like the Marshmallow Marseille. And you ready, Katie? The Marshmallow Marseille and the Tarot Surround by Wandering Oracle. Just to, like it's exactly the same size, like this, exactly the same. This deck, I think, because I know that Jess originally had copies printed that she sent out, but now it's like a print on demand. So I don't know if it only comes in this linen cardstock, which is very, very slippy. I have discovered, but also that I don't know if it only comes in this or if you can get maybe like different cardstock. I'm not sure, because some of the thanks, Katie. Some of them you can pick which cardstock you want, or plastic even, some of them. Anyway, bloody hell, nearly 15 minutes in. What a preamble. So we've got this little person here, look like they're going to get yanked off. Look, that sounded... yanked off the stage, yanked off the scene, not like yanked off. Oh my God. Le Batelier. My French is bobbins, so I apologize for butchering. And we've got this person here, and they are in a baseball cap. I love that it's all very cash. It's like, hello. Oh no, I thought, Pamela, you already popped in to say hi, didn't you? What's that? What do you mean, Violet Lotus? Have I missed something? Real card readers don't wear masks, don't wear devils, don't wear earrings. Okay, just ignore them. People are weird. I mean, some people are weird good, some people are weird bad, some people are just weird, like, what's the word? Neutral weird. I've had way too much coffee. I am what's the word? A little bit delirious, clearly. Why am I going live? This was a bad idea. I'm being fueled by coffee because I am now 4 nights in of not really sleeping. Oh, it's one of those. Get your shot, you tit. There we go. Just had another channel comment, the hanged man wasn't hung. Yeah, that always tickles me. I just resubscribed to your channel. I don't. Yeah, do you know what? I've had that where I thought I was following someone, and I was following someone, and then I'm like, I haven't seen them post a video in ages, and then I check, and it says like the subscribe button is red rather than like whatever color it goes when you subscribe, and I'm like, excuse me, YouTube. And Instagram does that, and Twitter does it sometimes as well. It like unfollows or unsubscribes. No idea how it does that. I'm mostly lurking while I'm writing out a Pema Chilton or Pema Chodron coat is the quote, would that be? Playing with tarot. So I tend to be quiet, but I'm trying to be more present with people on tube. Oh, that's nice. Well, you do whatever you need to do. Goodness knows how you could have this bollocks in the background, but you are welcome to just chill. Quite a few folks have mentioned getting weirdly unsubscribed from channel. Yeah, I've had it loads. Honestly, it's the weirdest thing. Or like I get comments on YouTube, and it'll get the notification. I think I spoke to you about this recently, and Kellyanne Maddox posted in her community page about it a couple of months ago. And the post is in the notification, but when I want to click through to read the full, you know, it says read more, it's not there. And so I go to the video, it's not underneath the video. I go into the studio to like see if it's been held in one of the other boxes, and it's not. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm like, and then it looks like I'm being a dick and not replying to people, and it's like I cannot basically. Computer says no. Total star. Oh, hey, Rowan. The bollocks in the background distracts my anxiety. Allow my anxiety to distract your anxiety. Free of charge. Hi, Sam. You all right? How you doing? Anyway, apparently I was like looking at a deck, but there we go. I was saying how I liked the casualness of this, and then somehow I went off on a tangent again, and a side quest. What I really love is the, whoa, reversey-worsey, the little coffee mug. And actually, there's a 3-card spread that I really like that Jess created called the morning coffee spread, maybe about 4 years ago, which I've used on and off as like a daily reading, which is really fun. It just makes sense. And when Jess rebranded, because Jess has had a couple of different like brand names, and she's like currently, and I think finally landed on Coffee with the Fool, which feels just so on brand for Jess, because she's like what do you call it, a heavy coffee drinker. Mew. What's that, Candy? Tilly unsubscribed me from a ton of channels so that annoying orange would show up easier on the feed. Yeah, what's annoying orange? I'm guessing it's a channel. We have La Papesse. We've got a ginger Papesse. Yes. Oh, that rhymes. She's got holes in her jeans. Very much my grunge 90s look. Holes in jeans. I'm trying to make it so it's not so glary. I'm almost as translucent and pasty as my earrings. La Imperatrice, or the Empress. I love that there's bats in the background. Oh my god, is it too glary? Bloody buttholes. That's a bit better. The colours are a lot more saturated in real life. It's just my lighting is crap. One day, one beautiful day, I will work out lighting. It's only been nearly 6 years. Hi, Kelly Bear. I'm at work, but on break. Such a great way to spend it. Hi, Kay. You're right. L'Empereur. More ginge going on. It looks like he's almost got a baseball bat with like a ball on the top, but like an actual ball, not an orb, a royal orb. And more bats in the background. Oh my god, I've just spotted, that will be on the Empress as well, that the symbols are on the shields are bats. That's cute. It's the little touches, isn't it, that just makes the deck. Mew. Le Pape. Oh my God, I'd forgotten that it was flamingos that are the supplicants. Oh my God. Oh. He looks either like really sad or just very stoned, but I like it. The idea of a stoned Hierophant, I like that because he's like tapped into the ether or something. I don't know. Lovers, l'amoureux. Just give it up. Oh my God! And look at that. There's like just the peekings of a little tentacles. No, I am wrong. You know what we do with octopuses? We call their arms tentacles, but they're not tentacles. They're their arms. The tentacles are the things that come off like the back of squid, right? I think. No. Am I right? I don't know. I love how this one, she's got her leg up like, ooh. Oh my goodness. What if I turn this round? Is that better? No. What? It's the glare, literally. Hang on. If I turn my laptop down a little bit, does that make it less glary on the card? You have to be my eyes, folks, because I've turned the light, the contrast, the light down, the brightness down on my laptop to stop it glaring back at the cards. Does that help? Does the color look less washed out? Let me know. If YouTube unsubbed me from something without my knowledge, I'd probably never know unless it's a channel I watch all the time. So I hope it doesn't do that. Yeah, it does do that sometimes. I have this in a pink Kelly Bear pouch. I so love the silly deck. Oh, that's so cool that you got. Did you buy one of the Marshmallow Marseille deck ones to put it in? Because I think what I'll do is, now that I know that this is the same size, I can use the same pattern, because with the Marshmallow Marseille, I put like little candy, like little lollipops on those ones. And then for the Tarot Sirène ones, I use little, it's little oyster shells. So I need to find like a charm that will work with this, I think. And then because they'll all work. Less washed out, but dull. Oh, God. It's a payoff. Technically, tentacle is a limb used for eating. Octopi don't have them. Yeah, see? I thought I'd heard that somewhere. Was reading in Jodorowsky's book that l'amoureux means lover, not lovers, which makes more sense. Yes, that's a good point. Okay. Le Chariot. Look at the little snails. Oh, and you can see JR there for Jess Roller. Not evil. Wench, bitch, turf, cow. Not that JR. Oh, that's JK, isn't it? Oh, JR Hartley. What's that? That's that advert I'm thinking of, the Yellow Pages, when that old boy, he's cool. People of a certain age will know what I'm talking about. JR Hartley. Le Justice. Sorry, random like 1980s British advertising references. It's very niche. Le Hermite. Holding up his little lamp. Oh, you unhoused your Marshmallow Marseille, Jamie. La Force, I mean. Feed me, Seymour. So cute. I love that they're all like just in t-shirts and like ripped jeans and what appear to be like Converse high tops. I think one of the octopus arms is technically a penis. Oh my God, is that true? Yeah, I mean, you may have made it up, Chris, but I wouldn't put it. I don't know. Is that true? I'm going to have to Google that afterwards. Le Pendu. To see their little face. That's cute. Does look a little concerned. I mean, you would probably concerned if you were hanging upside down. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, the cat. Oh my God, that's an oxalotl. I never realized that before. The blue thing is an oxalotl. They're just so cute. I love that it's very clearly Marseille, but just made modern. Oh, La Morte. So cute. A slender, flexible limb or appendage in an animal, especially around the mouth of an invertebrate, used for grasping or moving about or bearing sense organs. Temperance, and temperance has bat wings instead of angel wings. Although they do look a bit like they need a wee because they've drunk too much coffee. And it is definitely coffee that is being poured from one mug to another. Again, I love that it's mugs. Le Diable. Very fuzzy looking. Oh, they got around their, oh, like just a studded belt. The devil has like a really sort of cute face. I don't know if this is, was this a bad idea? I mean, because I've tried doing some walkthroughs with the like top down and filming on my phone, but I just can't seem to get the setup right. Never mind trying to make it look pretty. I just can't seem to get a good image. I just need to buy that damn, I need to buy a damn camcorder. Like I need to find something in my budget and buy it and have a go. Le Maison du. I love the colors. Can you see how it like really does look a lot like the colors in the Moon Baby Tarot? I wonder if Brent was subconsciously influenced, because he did say I posted a picture of them together yesterday on Instagram, and Brent did say that he loves Jess Roller's like color palettes. So La Toile, and you can just about see a bird in the tree in the background there. So all the like major points that are touched upon for a Marseille. Again, another ginge. We like to see the gingers. La Luna. I'm not quite sure what these creatures are. Some kind of land / water creature hybrids, but they're cute and I'm here for it. And I love I love that the moon appears to be like, it's not a face in the moon. It's like the moon is a helmet, and that it looks like to be like a glass, like, you know, like an astronaut's helmet. You can even see the slight like glare on there, the reflection on it. So there's literally a man in the moon looking out, which is very cute. And even then, you still get all the yods falling down and the cute towers. Love it. Let's have a little quick look at the things again, the chat. Incognito mode all the way, Kelly, or else you're gonna get some weird ads after searching. I really? I guess, yeah, because algorithms. Hello, Rachel. This is fun hearing your thoughts. So similar to my joy for this day. You can get good cameras secondhand or as factory returns. You can get really good deals. That's how I got my camera. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really need to just ask a few fellow YouTubers, what camera they use. I think I need to get like a newer, like a bigger ring light, because I have like sort of I'll show you. Whoa, Jesus. I don't want to turn it the other way around because I'll do that to you, but it's not a huge one. That's what she said. So yeah, Le Soleil. Look, she's got spice buns. Oh my god, I love it. Is there like, I think there's like it looks like the little boy is balancing on something. The sun looks a little derpy because the sun's pupils are facing outwards. Ugh. Ah, jeez, can I? I've been using Streamyard. I always want to call it Streamyard long enough. You think I'd have gotten used to the reversal, but then I used Google Hangouts to play Dungeons and Dragons and Monster of the Week online. Each game once a week, and that shows things the right way around. So I think because I'm constantly flipping between the two different versions of video, looking at, like, when you're looking at your own face, it's just so confusing. Did someone say Gerald's in? Hey, oh hey Gerald. Listening in for a bit before I head to teach my class. Cool. I'm in the camera market too, waiting for sales though, for sure, says Laura. Ah yes, good plan. Chris needs some new equipment as well. Yeah, I think I've got my Christmas and birthday money because I specifically asked for money to be able to invest in a camera. And then once I actually had that money, I was like, oh God, like I have to now pick something. I got so overwhelmed with the thought of then having to like drop a wedge of money on a camera. And I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a very techie person. What if I pick the wrong camera, or what if I pick something that's super fancy, but I'm not very, it's just above my like pay grade. Like I cannot figure out how to use. So yeah, I'll figure something out, but yeah, that money's sitting there waiting. I haven't touched it. Yum. I don't know why I'm saying yum, it's just water. Yeah, camera, because this phone, even though it's only a couple of years old, like it's not the one for filming. And I'm always waiting for important phone calls on it. So I don't want to be filming whilst waiting for a call. Le changement. No, did we do le changement? No, we did not. Again, the angel is wearing has bat wings. Well, these are surprised. Oh, there's one of them is blue. I can see a tiny little butt crack. Butt. Actually, speaking of butt, where is Nomi? Nomi! Boo-boo? Boo-boo! She was up here earlier. Is it a face cam you need, Kelly, or a table one that's good for focusing and all that stuff? I kind of just want something that will do both, like that I can do top-down videos with and also filming at my face. Just a good all-rounder, I guess. I've been procrastinating technical purchases too. I've been needing a new laptop for a year since mine started spewing smoke. Oh my God, my laptop literally just went and like shat the bed and died on me last October. It was like, and after not working since the beginning of the pandemic, that was not something that I needed to happen. And now I've got this laptop and I was like, yeah, I'm going to really look after my new one. I'm going to like defrag it and like back it up and everything regularly. Have I done that? I've had it nearly a year. Have I? Fuck. I need to see. I've got it on my to-do list though. I'm going to like give this a good like not overhaul, like a good like MOT as it were. Mew, 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 mew. When I'm on Zoom, I mirror my image, and so it's hard to adjust to StreamYard. Yeah, it's confusing, isn't it, Rosemary? Confusenaja. Okay, so let's get back to it because we're only just at the world. Oh my God, though, look, can you see? I don't. Is this showing up well? Because I've turned the brightness down so much on mine, it looks really dull. And I don't know if you're picking up. There's like even a little spider. Can you see? It's just and there's little, oh my God, there's like little, all these things that I hadn't really spotted before when seeing it on a screen, but like seeing it in real life is, and there's even a little mouse down there. And the lion has little horns instead of ears. Oh no, it has, no, yeah. And there's eggs coming out of the chicken. It's just joy. It's just like the normal deck. It's just joy in a deck. You know, the other deck that does make me so excited and happy is for Marseille, like the Tarot Sirène with all the like really gorgeous mer people. Just joy. So we're on to the cups. I'll try to be a bit quicker. Famous last words. Oh my God, look at the little ghosty type creatures or little monster creatures on the top there going. Arizona, USA 2020. Cute. And then there's like strawberries in there. Can you see? Ugh, he loves it. It's giving me cute aggression. Other than Jamie, does anyone else have this deck? Or is interested in this deck? So yum, 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 yum. Again, it's got that lickable, like, they look like it's a real bubblegum pink. Yum. I can almost taste it. Night, Katie. You take care. Lovely to see you again. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. So you can see still very much Marseille. I think you could definitely call this a Marseille. Obviously not in the sense that it is a an original redrawn or recreation of a Marseille, but it's definitely Marseille for the 21st century. I think the Marshmallow Marseille and the Tarot Sirène do a really great job of updating the Marseille as well. Valet de Coupe, again with a... He looks like he's going... Ha ha. Focus. Focus. Camera. Focus. Uh-oh, buffering. Oh no, because my internet has been super like wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Because I don't know, it's hot, and so my internet doesn't. Oh, it's too hot. I don't like it. I don't know. Any like kind of mild extreme. That's an oxymoron. Any kind of like short bursts of extreme weather, my internet is just like, no. I've been after Brant to bake a celebratory moon baby cake using these frosting colors. That would be amazing, with the obligatory macaron on top in the same colors, because that deck is a box of macaron, as I've said multiple times, a box of Lauderay macaron. It's fine here, says Jamie. Well, that's good. Cavalier de Coupe, and they are sort of sitting again on some kind of squiddy, octopusy type thing, and holding aloft the holy coffee. Oh my god, I was waiting for like a stressful phone call this morning. Not stressful, it was an important phone call, but I get anxious. I was given a time slot, and then it went over the time slot, and I'm like, oh, and I had the phone call, it was fine. But the thing is, like, I've been unable to like sit down and do any actual work for the rest of the day because I had like been so stressed. I've been waiting for this phone call slot for a month, and obviously as the days and the weeks go by, you just get the anxiety just builds. It's just a silly thing. Brains are stupid, and I think I just had this like crash of this release. So my brain's just gone, whoa. Hence why those nearly went everywhere. Hence why I'm here doing this. Because I've been meaning to do this for a couple of weeks, but also I tried sitting down to sew, and my brain was like, no, we're not doing this. And I'm like, no, we're not, no. It's like, sometimes you just have to give up the ghost and give up the ghost. That wasn't intentional. And just be like, fuck it, this day is done already, even though it's only like 11:30. Reine de Coupe. I'm loving all the gingers. Ginger representation. And this one, he's got a takeaway coffee cup. But what I was saying is, yeah, I then treated myself and had a really nice oat milk flat white. Because I try not to drink too much coffee at home because I get hyperactive. And maybe if I hadn't had that, I might have been able to calm my tits and sew. So I'm probably shot myself in the foot anyway. So now we're on to the baton. So you see there, you get the classic where you've got this sort of the actual like bit of tree or branch there. And then it goes into the classic straight baton. And I believe the swords are the curvy ones. It's so funny. I remember years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, a friend of mine, she wanted to get into tarot, and I was at her house, and she said her husband at the time had bought her a deck, and it was a Marseille deck, and I was, I didn't read Marseille. I thought Marseille were the ugliest things since the ugliest thing before that. And I was like, oh no, you can. And she's like, oh, I'm really struggling. And I was looking through it, and I couldn't even tell the difference between this. I'm like, which one are the swords and which one? Oh, this is no. And I said, get yourself a Rider-Waite-Smith, love, which I think she did go and then do. And I just find that so funny and like weird, because now if I had gone to her house and had that conversation, I'll be like, oh yeah, you can totally, and this is this, and and now I bloody fucking love Marseille decks. Like, how things change. So these are obviously, the cups were very pink. The swords, the wands have more of that sort of aqua colour, minty aqua colour going on. Can you spot the eyeball there at the top? Awesome. That's very cool. But there's little touches just that you don't necessarily notice at first. And so I really love the Trionfi della Luna for that. Just all the little extra things going on in the minors. Well, in all of the cards, but the minors as well. That's another good modern sort of Marseille style deck as well. Spotting a trend, like just cute / weird decks. Valet de Bâton. This is just so cute. On a snail. Come on. Oh, snails. And look at the chair that the Queen is sitting in. It's like one of those 1960s egg type chairs. Very cool. And the King with a little bit of a moustache. Looking a little sad. Maybe a little worried. And I like that the ones for the court cards are all like just sticks. We're onto the swords, which again are more sort of pink in tone. There's a bit of orange going on there as well. Oh, and then there's like strawberries again, little strawberries. Can you see the little strawberries? I don't. I call them strawberries when I talk to my dog. I'm like, do you want some strawberries? Or some blueberries. Blueberries are blueberries. Raspberries are raspberries. Why do we talk to our dogs? I talk to children how I'm speaking now. I will talk to children just like a person because they are a small person. When it comes to my dog, I'm like, oh my God, like she's probably like, just get away from me, woman. So yeah. It's very, 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 very cute, but incredibly functional and incredibly readable for those of us that read Marseille. That's interesting. Does that go that way or that way? I'm going to have to see if I can see what I do, because where I don't necessarily know which way is up or down, I always have to check an unboxing so I can see it fresh out of the box. And then what I usually do is I take a permanent marker and I do a dot. Not so much because I do sometimes read reversals with Marseille, but so much just so I know that it is the right way up. Does that make sense? Because some Marseille decks do have swords going up, some have the swords going down. Some decks like the Polkar sort of alternates between swords pointing upwards and pointing down, so it can get a bit confusing. And I think that has just come about by Marseille decks being recreated, and it's just whatever way the person that was recreating it or reprinting it at the time or restoring it, it's just whatever way that they reprinted it, and that they didn't necessarily get it right, which is interesting. So I'm just going to finish looking at the swords, and then I'll have another quick gander at the comments, so I'm not missing anything. So very much a muchness on these ones. See, that one's up. See, and then they're down. When they're up, they're up. And when they were down, they were down. Valet d'Épée, looking a little sassy there. What's she holding on to? Oh, she's got a key hanging off of her belt there. Oh my God. I hope you folks can see this okay. Riding in to battle on your war chicken. Reine d'Épée, looking way too cool for school and super chill, which again seems pretty appropriate for a Queen of Swords. A little aloof, a little bit like over it, and she's just in a regular like armchair. Super cash. She's the Queen. She can do what she wants. She don't care. Who the fuck are you? Roy d'Épée. I love how also this deck, it's very genderqueer. There's not much sort of definite sort of gender ideation. It's very sort of nebulous, and I really enjoy that. I think this is a Marseille deck that I'll be able to eventually, if I make it out of this panini, be able to read for friends Marseille, like my non-binary and trans and genderqueer friends and family, which is really, really important to me, which is why the Numinous Tarot is so important to me. It's why the This Might Hurt Tarot is so important to me. But it does tend to always be Smithwaite or Smithwaite inspired decks. We're not really seeing, I mean, I think the Tarot Sereine does a bit of that, and you've got a nice bit of sort of body diversity there as well. This has got a bit of body diversity in it, and you see like a lot of people of colour. It's lots of really beautiful like body shapes, age shapes, and skin tones, and I really, really like that. But I do want to see like definite queerness in my cards as well. You know, Bisexual Awareness Month this month. Well, hello, my fellow buyers. 23rd of September will be International Bisexual Awareness Day. Five of coins. Oh, I said I was going to look at the blinking. Oh, well, we're nearly there now. We will look at the comments afterwards, because I've almost been live for an hour. I've been showing cards for half an hour. These are all very much the coins, the pink and orange, which have quite a sort of late 60s, early 70s feel, like the Moon Baby Tarot. Yum, 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 yum. They look like little sweets. I have to like tell myself not to lick decks. It's a problem. I love that you can really almost like feel the wind with the movement in her hair and her clothes. You could feel that breeze. Oh my God. I can't. What? And this ginger short like side undercut reminds me of my haircut from a few years ago, like when I started my channel. Do you remember when I had like shaved sides? Now I have so much hair, I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, post-pandemic, again, should I make it out of this bastard hell escape? I don't know. I keep having to like fight the urge to shave it all off again. Rain de Denier, again in an armchair looking super relaxed. Very cute. No shoes. I love that. It's very earthy, grounded. And then they're sitting like a little poof or footstool. And you can even see it's got like the little like Chesterfield style, like knotted, what do you call it? I don't know what. In the UK, we usually call it Chesterfield, but I think there's another name for it around the world. But yes, I am obsessed, and I've been dying to, because I know this is going to riffle shuffle like a dream. Okay, and we have to do the old boob straighten uppy thingy. It's very difficult to bridge back together because it's so small. There's not enough card to, but it riffles beautifully. Tufted, that's the word I hear used in the US of A and Northern and Canada generally. Yes, tufted. But yeah, we just say Chesterfield because it's a style of sofa we have as, in the UK. It's like an old, yeah, almost bridged it then, not quite. Oh, yes. Meow, 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 meow. Actually, I'll do that thing where almost again. I need to get that riffle shuffler's bow in it. Let's see. As soon as I do this on camera, I fuck it up because the pressure. Ready? Ooh, it was like a little mini bridge. Take it to the bridge. Woo. Dum, 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 dum. I don't know what I'm doing. that could be my motto for life. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yes. Why is... Oh, yeah, it's starting to ease up a bit now. Yeah, you just need to, like, break it in. Good deck. Break it in. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so satisfying. Does anyone else just love riffle? I don't know. It's like weird. It gives me like, I love riffle shuffling so much. Like when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, I need to fidget to be able to concentrate on stuff. If I'm not fidgeting or doing something else whilst I'm listening or watching something, I can't focus. I don't know. It's a thing. So I will often, like, obviously I'll mute myself because this is going to annoy the fuck out of my fellow players. And I will riffle shuffle and just overhand shuffle to sort of, I just find it very relaxing and it helps me focus on whatever I'm doing. Even if I'm like just watching YouTube videos or if I'm, you know, watching a TV show, currently sort of been watching Good Witch. I'm on season 2 of Good Witch. I'm not sure if I actually like the show, but, you know, I'm watching it. Oh, yes, so satisfying. Meow. Anyway, so you've probably bored of looking at that. Let's go through. Oh, it's already got a little bit of a bow. I'm sorry, Rosemary. It's already got a little bit of a... I've put my... Can you see? Confusing Aja. There we go. I'm sorry, so hashtag not sorry. Let's have a look at the chat because I haven't had a look for a while. You also saw Katie's comments about good cameras, mirror images. Gerald says, I'm teaching colour confidence in quilting today and art quilting techniques tomorrow. Oh, I'm always so impressed with quilters. I'd love to have a proper go at quilting at some point. Sorry, super thirsty. It's still quite warm here. We had some rain last night, which has taken a chunk of the heat out, but it's still like 22, 23 degrees here in London. I've been procrastinating technical purchases too. Oh, I've read that one. Sorry. Apologise. Many apologies. Meow, 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 meow. So I saw Katie saying Gute Nacht. We saw Brant saying the comment about the cake. I haven't been paying close enough attention. Did they rename the pentacles in this deck to tentacles? I don't know. Should we have a look? Hang on. Should we see if I can find coupes, batons? Meow, meow, meow. No. Oh, no, it'll be this. No, it's deniers. Although, that would be cute if it was. Just coins still. Mew. I don't have this deck, says Gerald. Kay is loving these cards. Roseberry says relatable content. I'm not quite sure what that was in reference to now, but I love these casual thrones. Yeah, I think they're fun as well. Yeah, we've had our own month. That must have been in reference to Bisexual Awareness Month. Yes! Bi-erasure be damned. But you're married to a guy. You're making a lot of assumptions, first of all, but okay. I met a friend for my birthday lunch yesterday and got to practice some readings. I'm really rusty from non-use. Oh, wow. Have you seen the Banco Tarot, Kelly? It's a good one. I've sort of seen grumblings about it. I've seen a few pictures of it. Like there was a very select number of pictures of it on the Little Red Tarot shop. It's been on like pre-order like since forever. Has it been released now? But I think what images I did see, I felt like I had decks that kind of filled that niche, if that makes sense. And I was like, there's so many beautiful decks, but like I said, I've got to that point where I'm like, yeah, that's lovely, but I don't need to own. I don't feel the need to own it, which is a satisfying position to find myself in once more. Wait, we're not supposed to lick decks. When did this happen? I sniff them, but I try not to lick them. Toadstool Tarot. Sometimes I practice by pretending there's someone sitting in front of me. I visualize how they look, etc. Okay. Do you know what? I do that all the time, especially because I can't go anywhere at the moment. So one of the things that I, in fact, have been doing for years, and actually doing some of the courses and like workbooks that Tom Benjamin has put out, he also encourages that. So he does this really good thing where he'll give you sample questions, and then you like pull 3 cards and you answer them. It's a really great way to learn and to practice. But yeah, even for years, because I remember years and years ago when Tom Benjamin was putting videos out and he was reading for like fictional characters and giving like fictional scenarios. And so like if you want to learn, you don't just have to practice on other people. Practicing on other people is great because you're getting that feedback, which is awesome. But if you just want to like build your confidence, and I had to build my confidence back up again because I really did lose my tarot mojo towards the end of 2019, and I sort of psyched myself out. And yeah, one of the things that helps is like even just searching for questions online, or you know, and answering those, finding the questions and then pulling 3, you know, shuffling and pulling 3 cards, or you know, finding characters that you like or stories that you like and reading for them. You can even, whilst you're watching a TV show, you finish the episode, you can shuffle, pull cards and do like a prediction, if you like to do fortune telling style stuff, for, you know, what you think that might happen in the next episode. There's loads of ways. And for me, I find that I talk to myself a lot. It's a habit that I've always had, but I think part of it is that I clarify my thoughts by speaking aloud, like hearing them back at myself. Does that make sense? And if that makes sense to people, but I've never, I mean, I used to be quite shy, so I used to be quiet all the time, believe it or not, but once I'd gotten over that shyness and the floodgates opened and I became whatever this is, caffeinated chaos goblin, I talked to myself quite a lot as a kid, but it was always like made fun of and sort of squashed. But once I sort of allowed myself permission to that, but I've never been that kind of thoughtful person who really thinks before they speak, which sounds awful, but I do put my foot in my mouth on occasion. It has been known, but I think it is because I need to say it to fully think it. I don't know if that makes sense. Whereas some people, they need to fully formulate their thoughts before they speak. I don't know. I just think it's different in the way brains are wired from person to person. I also find it harder now, especially during the pandemic, because my concentration is really bad. But I also used to find writing it out really helpful. I find that harder to do at the moment. And I just do think that it's because everything is awful and stressful and I'm struggling with concentration and focus and brain fog. So in light of that, like talking it out. So if I'm doing a tarot reading, whether it's for myself, like I'm doing a week ahead, or doing a monthly reading, or a new moon reading, or whatever it is, or if I'm doing imaginary readings, I will say it. I say it out loud. I don't think it, I say it. And I find that helps. And also then, if you get used to saying it, if you're doing practice readings, that means when it does come to you actually sitting opposite an actual human being, or, if you're doing online readings and you've got a camera set up, but you still need to verbalize what you see for your client or your friend or whoever, it doesn't mean you don't have to be being paid to do it, right? You're used to it, because I think if you do want to read for other people, even if that's just in an unprofessional capacity for family and friends, like I have over the years, I've never been paid for reading. If you've only ever sort of thought about it in your head and then journaled it and not really spoken it, it could suddenly feel very jarring to be saying this stuff out loud. Wow, that was a lot, wasn't it? God, sorry. Well, this is such a cute look. I've just pulled some cards and it just looks so yummy. Why does it make me so, do you know what I mean? When you see like a really cute dog, I mean, I see a really cute dog multiple times a day because I have a really cute dog. And like, I even look at Dr. Nomi and I'm like, cute aggression. Anyway, God, I waffle, don't I? Let's see. We use Chesterfield in Canada too, says Diane. Oh, cool. I did not know that. I have heard Canadians say tufted. A friend of mine who's Canadian says tufted, although she did live in the US for a long time before she came here, so that might be why. I practice at home, but there's nothing like a live victim. Readings need to be a dialogue. Yeah, whenever I read for family and friends, I've always been I don't just, when I was younger and I first started reading, I'd be like, I don't want you to nod or shake your head or say anything. I don't want any cues because I don't want to be doing any cold reading. I just want to because I was doing very sort of prediction heavy, old school style stuff. But when I'm reading, it's been a while, but when I've read for like family and friends in the last few years, it's been more sort of, it's been like a collaboration and sort of getting their feedback during the reading. And then I'm asking them questions. Sometimes I'll pull more cards on top of that. And, so. And I'm sure that will evolve and change again over time, as we're constantly evolving how we read, and we'll read a new book about tarot that might give us a new insight, or we might get a new deck that has this really interesting take on particular cards that makes you think of a card in a different way or adds another layer to the meaning of a card for you. It's never ending, isn't it? You can just never stop learning about tarot. It's fascinating. Kay finds Riffle shuffling relaxing as well. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Pamela. Pamela said it was hard to think. I was wondering when you said Good Witch. What do you mean, Rosemary? Do you watch it as well? Oh, hello, Ellie. Lovely to see you. Hello, Pamela. I'm a sniffer, but never considered licking. Wow, no ideas. I don't recommend the licking. I love sniffing books as well. When you get half a brand new book, you got to see what it smells like. I know loads of you out there do that as well. What We Do in the Shadows is on tonight. No, stop torturing me. We don't have it here in the UK yet, which is just so mean because it's a BBC show. BBC, British Broadcasting Company, and yet because it's in thingy with BBC American, whatever, US folks get it first, and we have to wait till like November or December, so I don't even get to watch it during spooky season. So I'm just gonna have to watch seasons 1 and 2 again. I did watch the film last Friday again, like for the bazillionth time, because I love it. I have not seen it, but the title sounds interesting. What's that? You've not seen what, Kay? Is it on Netflix? Is what on Netflix? Oh, What We Do in the Shadows. It's on BBC iPlayer here in the UK. I don't know about anywhere else. Oh, you were surprised if you wasn't sure if I liked it. Well, it's like, I don't know. Like, it's very, I guess is it a Hallmark Channel show? So once I realized it was a Hallmark Channel show, I was like, oh, okay, because it's very cis, white, middle class. I'm only like a few episodes into to the second season, and like, I call bullshit that Cassie is running Grey House with no staff, and she has another business where she occasionally has staff for like a day, but is running a shop as well as a fucking guest house, right? And then she has time to just go, sure, I'll go for dinner. Sure, I'll go for lunch. Sure, I can have a social life. Like, she's a witch, so maybe that's how she's doing it. It's magic. And she's like a herbalist. Like, I was like, oh, she's got all the herbal stuff. So I was like, I'm into this. But yeah, like, because I have friends who run a guest house. That is a full-time job. I have friends who run a shop. That is a full-time job. And she's doing both of those sans help. Is she, though? But yeah, I'm watching it anyway. It's kind of like a hug in a deck. It's very autumnal. There's lots of, beautiful warm tones. It's very straight thus far, although apparently I did potentially see something to do with Hallmark's first gay kiss. I don't know if that was about a different show. I don't know. And we only have seasons 1 to 5 on Netflix, and I do know that there were 7 seasons, so I'm hoping that they will add the remaining 2, because I don't want to get to the end of season 5 and be like, no, how does it end? Because that will annoy me no end. So let's see, some more comments are rolling in. The plastic decks are okay to lick. Oh, this is true, because they're waterproof, right? At least that's what a friend told me. But would you want to lick a plastic deck? Unless you spilt it in something like frosting, and you're like, oh no, I got frosting, oh my god. And then you're like, but you can just lick it off. Robin says, I'm embarrassed to say I turned 69. When was your birthday, Robin? I'm wondering if this year will keep me spinning in a Pisces yin yang energy. What We Do in the Shadows is on FX in the US, says Robin. So for those of you that haven't watched it and would like to see what all the fuss is about, I highly recommend you check it out. It's a very specific kind of humor. It's Kiwi humor via UK, via British actors in an American show. So it's real, but it's totally my kind of humor. I love it. 69 is a fun number, Robin, let's be honest. You know what, though? Is it, though? Because people always go, 69. Let's be real. 69 is a lot of effort, right? Also, it's very distracting to be trying to do something whilst also having something done to you. And almost like you can't enjoy either one, you know? Hello, Billy's Craft Room. Oh, Hallmark filmed movies in your town. Cool. You've been watching too much American TV. That's icing to you and me. I know, but I'm aware that most of the people that watch my videos are American. So frosting. To me, icing and frosting, as I've gotten into baking. My oven has been on the blink for a year, so I haven't been able to do any baking. But to me, frosting is different to icing. So the icing to me is that like runny, like fairy cake type stuff, and then frosting is like thicker, and then buttercream is like, like it just doesn't go anywhere. It's really thick with 2 C's. Oh dear. To each their own. It's crazy. I'm just like, it's just effort. Like it just feels like a lot of effort and not much payoff, Anyway, I have been live for over an hour again. Dry mouth. And yeah, thank you for those of you that were like here for this. I will put the information for where you can get this deck in the description box. I will also add the information for Jess's blog, website, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. She gives good Instagram, so do recommend, if you don't get the deck, at least following her on Instagram. She gives really good 3-card readings, and then she explains like how she got to that answer with the cards. There's a few accounts that I follow that do that, and I really enjoy that. I know that Tom Benjamin does that. Duff Tarot does that. There's a few that I follow that do that. I love the long lives. It helps me procrastinate, says Laura. Oh my God. See, I really enjoy long lives as well. I enjoy long videos. And it's funny because... And I don't always watch them in one go, and that's fine, right? Like, and I wouldn't expect necessarily expect people to watch all of this in one go if they were watching it like back when it's not live. You know what I mean? And that, that's fine. I watch things in bits and bobs. And I do that with podcasts. So I really like long podcasts. So like Astonishing Legends is a podcast that does really long episodes, sometimes like almost 3 hours. And I can just dip in and out. So I'll listen to it on my phone. So if I'm washing up, if I'm cooking, like prepping food and cooking, if I'm like hanging laundry out, I can just listen to the podcast and I'll just pause it where I am. And then, go back to it when I'm making dinner. It's great. I love it. But I'm sorry, I don't know how I feel about helping you procrastinate, Laura. If that's necessarily a good thing for you, I'm helping you do that. I would say I'm procrastinating, but I'm not procrastinating. I sort of gave up on trying to do anything productive today, honestly. Yeah, I did some housework this morning as well. I guess that's useful. But I mean, like for my shop, we're 9 days in, and I'm supposed to be sewing this Halloween collection, and I'm really struggling. Either it's too hot, or I'm in too much pain, or I'm too stressed, or I'm too exhausted and I'm sleeping all day. Like, I just want to just have a normal body and a normal brain so that I can just do the things I want to do. Oh, Candy's said so. Thank you. Here, I've just been painting. Oh, are you painting? Are you doing your oil painting, Candy, or are you doing something else? Oh yeah, I celebrated my birthday yesterday with a friend over a cupcake. Oh, so that's why you said you met a friend. Oh, caramel frosting and butterscotch pudding filling. That sounds... God, I haven't had butterscotch since I've been vegan, which was 12 years ago in July. Wow. Oh, butterscotch I used to love butterscotch. So a belated happy birthday to you, Robin. Oh, that reminds me, Robin, yesterday in the post, yesterday morning, I received an apology letter and a refund check from Royal Mail for covering not only the postage, but the price of the pouches. So I need to put that check in. I need to work out a time to go to my bank that is going to be less busy because people don't wear masks. So I've got my hardcore Cambridge mask N95 that I put on, but I also want to avoid as many people as possible. I've ran into issues when bookbinding for the different terms used for same products. It can be a challenge when watching tutorials and ordering products in different countries. Yeah, agreed. Rosemary's working while listening. I don't know how anyone can listen to this noise whilst they're working. I'm impressed. Gerald says, I step away for a moment and come back to a discussion of 69 and salted caramel frosting. I love Taro Juice. Oh dear. By the way, I put comment on yesterday's live with resource links for those alcohol markers. Oh, thank you. I'll go check those out. I love avocado toast, but for me it turns into guacamole toast. Oh my god, I do that sometimes as well. I just smoosh it on and then I'm like, all right, I'm adding like garlic and salt and pepper and a squeeze of lime or lemon and then chopped tomatoes, and then it becomes guac toast. Yum yum yum. I am not procrastinating in a this will mess up my day way. It's all good. Okay, fair enough. I trust you. Rain is making pain levels scream. Solidarity, I hear you on that. It is not fun. My hip is screaming at me. Well, I've had a preliminary diagnosis, but I need a video consult, and the earliest they could do that now is the 4th of October. So I waited a month for the phone call, and now a month for the video consult, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. And I was supposed to be emailed some exercises to try until then, and that was from this morning, and they haven't come through. Let me just check my email. Has it come through? They haven't come through by tomorrow. I'm going to have to chase the physiotherapist. Nope, there's an email from Book Depository, but not the physiotherapist. I'm so sick of having to advocate for myself and chase referrals and appointment. Ugh, it's exhausting. Bye, Kay. You take care. Oil painting a troll, says Candy. Mew, mew, mew. I found going places in the rain helps. I love walking in the rain, but Dr. Nomi hates walking in the rain, so it's a real trade-off. I can't walk too much at the moment. Plus, I had minor surgery a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not supposed to be walking too much. What even is my life? I feel like I'm falling apart. Pamela says it's good to see you. Thank you. I wonder who ended up with those pouches. I don't even know. Robin, I think they're probably still sitting across the road in the fucking post office, because it said we have your package, and then it didn't, because usually it will say it is at this office and this isn't now, it's left the country, but it was none of that. So it's probably still sitting in the arse end of a fucking box or bag somewhere. Who knows? Because then I don't know. Who knows? Someone knows, not me. I wrap with scrambled eggs and avo. Oh, a wrap with scrambled eggs and avo. Can't beat it. Well, you can beat it if it's scrambled eggs. I'm vegan, so I don't eat eggs, but feel that even pre-pandemic, when getting referral was 18 months, took years to get consultant level. Oh God, it's just so much. That's the thing. It's not been great, especially since the Tories have been in charge, because they've just chronically underfunded and has slowly been parceling the NHS off. But I still found that anything that was super urgent, I was able to I'd sometimes still have to push and chase stuff, but then once I did, it would be oh God, yeah, whereas now it's all bets are off because of COVID. And it's just, yeah, just sitting here, just be in pain. It's fine. Like if I'm complaining that I'm in pain, it's bad. Because when you live with pain every day, you have like your baseline. And then if you get like you're just used to, right? That's just what chronic pain, that's just what we're used to. So if I'm like sitting here like, it's bad. My guac is just avocado. Oh, red onion. Oh, I do love a bit of red onion. Kim, hey Kim. I so much love scrambled eggs in a wrap, says Pamela. Unless it's literally falling off or you're bleeding out, forget it. Yeah, I saw a really awful thread on Twitter yesterday where a woman had said that I think she's a writer. She had been trying to call her father all day. This was a couple of days ago. This was earlier in the week. And she couldn't get a hold of him. So she was a bit worried. So she went round to her dad's house. She had a key to let herself in because he's 85, she said. And she couldn't find him in the house. And like the TV was on or something. And she found him in the garden. He'd fallen over in the garden and his phone had fallen on the floor and everything. So she called 999 for an ambulance. And they said, is he bleeding and is he conscious? And she said, no, he's not bleeding. Yes, he's conscious. And they said, okay, well, we'll send someone when we can, but the wait time is up to 3 hours. She then, over the course of the next 7.5 hours, was constantly trying to call 111, which is the non-emergency NHS line, and 999, and constantly getting fobbed off. And all this time and it's getting dark and it's starting to get cold, and her dad is laying on this cold stone, and he was starting to go, like his lips were going blue and he was starting to shake, and he was being covered with blankets. Her sister came round because her phone was dying and she needed to be able to have a phone. And just really, really awful. And he fell at 3:30 p.m. roughly, and the ambulance didn't get to him until something like 2:30 in the morning. So like 11 hours, or was it 1:30 in the morning? It was like 10 or 11 hours. And because he wasn't bleeding, they're like, oh, well, it's thing. And it's really difficult because then when the paramedics turned up, they were just like, we're so sorry. Because obviously they just get sent where they go. Like my dad works for the ambulance service, and he's just like, you get people who time waste, who phone for an ambulance and when they don't really need it. And then when they go, he rocks up to the team rocks up to help out. The person ends up being really obstinate and like, oh no, actually I don't want to go to hospital, and then wasting time, and then there's loads of paperwork. So they've called the ambulance without really needing it, and then they have like a ton of paperwork to do. And because COVID admissions are going up, they're stuck in the car park for ages of the hospital waiting before they can take the patient out of the back of the ambulance into the hospital. And so it could be hours between like the patients, and he says some of the stuff is just really, I just really worry about him going into what is obviously going to be another wave with the schools going back, and nothing there to stop transmission. Oh, God, so sick of fucking talking about COVID, but yeah, I always end up coming back to it. Let's see. I'm just going to have a last look, and then I'm going to go because, yeah, this is long. What do vegans replace eggs with? Don't really replace them with anything. You can get products called like veg and like, I don't know, like stuff, but you can make a really good vegan omelette with chickpea flour, gram flour, and then you season it with like black salt, which has a sulfurous smell, that eggy smell. That's quite good if you want like an omelette. That works. And then if you want scramble, I would usually just do a tofu scramble. Again, if adding because you get that texture and you get the protein without the cholesterol, and then you get the eggy flavor with the black salt, which is really cool. So I do that. I do like a vegan huevos rancheros type thing sometimes. And then if I'm baking, like the egg is just generally there as a rule to, act as a binder, as a wet thing. So depending on what kind of thing that you're baking and the kind of texture that you want, you can use mashed bananas, you can use applesauce, you can use a flax egg or a chia egg, you can use non-dairy milks, obviously. It's really, really simple. I think people don't realize that, you know, vegan cakes can taste exactly the same as a regular cake, but without the, you know, animal stuff in it, obviously. If you want to make meringue, aquafaba, bean juice, the water that chickpeas sit in, whether you've soaked them yourselves or if they've come in a can, makes really great meringue. And I have found that it's less temperamental than egg whites. It whips up more easily. It bakes just as nicely. You still get the, that's my husband calling. Hello. So that was my husband. He said he'll call me back in 5 minutes. I think he's just finished with his, he went to give blood because they're desperate for blood because not many people are going in because of the pandemic. So they've set up these like temporary blood bank places at Stratford. I'm pointing over there because that's where Stratford is out my window. Like, you know. And he's gone to give blood. He was all screened and okay to do that. So he was just probably calling to say he's all done. But yeah, I just wanted to have a quick read through and then I'm going to sign off because he's going to call me back. And then aquafaba, I was saying you can use it as you would use for meringue. It's awesome. And it's a byproduct of chickpeas, which is great. So it's like free. I would say though, don't use the salted water. If you buy the cans, don't whip salted water. And it keeps for a couple of days in the fridge, the actual water. So you can you know, if you were doing something with chickpeas on a Thursday and you wanted to make a meringue on a Saturday, you can just put that juice in the fridge and then whip it up on a Saturday. And you can sometimes use it in baking as well. Anyway, goodness, how did this get onto baking? Oh, it was Robin. Saturday package with 4 second-hand decks was scanned as delivered to my house. It was not delivered. Ever since then, the sender has been trying to get info on the whereabouts. €118 gone. Shit, I'm so sorry. It's so frustrating, especially at the moment. Again, the postal service is all over the shop, isn't it? Aquarius Owl, hello. Been listening while waiting for a call from new rheumatologist. Can't get a consult to December. Oh my God, you're waiting on consults and things as well. It's just not cool. I'm so sorry. From one person that needs consults to another. Solidarity. That really sucks. True that it's been like baseline pain levels would make others weep. Chewing the walls is what happens in rain and escalates to bed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so tough, isn't it? Every other day my parcels go missing. Then on the days in between I get them. Go figure. There's one missing now that UPS says delivered yesterday. Oh, it's so annoying when they're like, it has been delivered. I'm like, has it though? Has it? I should run. Look forward to watching the rest later. Bye, Laura. Okay, I'm happily watching YouTube videos and guy camps. I love camping videos. I like camping with Steve just because he's so like down to earth. But yeah, I love like bushcrafters camping videos. It's one of my less known facts about me. I love it. I had a vegan cupcake once. Oh my God, it was heaven. So light. That's so thoughtful and giving of your husband. What is? Have a nice day, everyone. Always fun to have a meet up here with Gelly Bear. Thank you, Pamela. Anything with HGVs is hell. No garden waste collected for 2 months now. What? My forever dream is to travel in Europe in a VW camping van. That sounds like it would be fun. Anyway, I'm going to sign off because I expect husbando to be calling very shortly. And I will, see you all in the next one. I don't know when that'll be. It could be tomorrow. It could be in a month. Who knows? And hopefully tomorrow I will actually be able to do some fucking sewing. Oh no, I can't. I know. See, Fridays are my thingy day. They're like my like boring, mundane admin day. I do all my budgeting and finances and all that crap. And I've got a whole bunch of like stuff I need to prep for my tax return. So if my brain isn't dribbling out of my ears by lunchtime, maybe I'll be able to sew. Anyway, you all take care, and I will. Bob Mortimer. I love Bob Mortimer, and what's his chops? Yeah, I know who you mean. That's so. I see. I don't like fishing because I think it's cruel. I know it's catch and release, but I'm still like, but why though? Just leave the fish alone. But me and my husband fucking love Bob. To me, it's hilarious. You all take care, and as I like to say these days, socially distance, wear a mask, ventilate, open a window, look after yourselves, get your shot, all that jazz. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao. Where's the end broadcast button? There we go. End broadcast.